You may be wondering if she's just being polite or if she really has you on her mind when she steals glances at you, and then quickly looks away and maybe even blushes when you catch her. Well, if a woman is interested in you, she probably can't hide her natural reactions no matter how hard she tries. Today we're going to talk about 11 subtle but clear signs that she's thinking about you and wants your attention. We'll look at these signs through the fascinating lens of Stoicism, which will give you a better understanding of her behavior. If you feel the same way, don't miss this video. It could be the key to making a real connection with her. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel if you liked the movie. If you think someone else might benefit from it, please share it and leave a comment. Your opinion is valuable and helpful to our community. Thrive now. Let's get started. Number 1, her eyes betray her. When you're around a woman who's constantly thinking about you, her eyes will be the first to give away her true feelings. For example, you're at a social gathering and you notice her eyes tracking your every move. It's as if she's magnetically drawn to you, unable to avert her gaze even when you catch her looking. She might quickly glance away, trying to appear nonchalant. But those lingering looks unmistakably show that her thoughts are entirely centered on you. On the other hand, a woman who sees you merely as a friend won't spend time looking your way. She won't be fixated on you in that manner. However, if she can't stop herself from sneaking glances at you, often looking away bashfully when caught, it's a clear indication that her mind is preoccupied with thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel connected. Those burning looks she cast your way aren't just innocent glances. They trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain, flooding her with feelings of closeness. The longer she drinks in the sight of you, the stronger those sensations of desire become. It's like her eyes are windows into the depths of her attraction, revealing emotion she may not even fully realize herself yet. For example, you're sitting across from her in a cafe as you talk. You notice her eyes aren't just focused on your face. They're locked in, almost as if she's trying to memorize every detail. When you catch her gaze and she looks away quickly, it's not because she's uninterested. On the contrary, she's probably imagining what it would be like to be closer to you, to share more moments together. In the philosophy of Stoicism, it can be helpful to stay calm and pay attention to small signs. For example, if you quietly note her eye contact, you can figure out how she feels without judging her. If you notice that she's looking at you, it's likely that she spends a lot of time thinking about what it would be like to be yours. This can boost your confidence, but remember to stay humble and kind as the Stoics teach. Number 2, she talks and acts like you. Have you ever noticed how someone starts to copy your speech or even your body language? This is called mirroring, and it's a sign that you're being influenced by someone else. In Stoicism, we learn that our actions and thoughts are connected, and this connection can extend to how we interact with others. When a woman mirrors your language and behaviors, it's her subconscious way of aligning with your energy and seeking your approval. It's a subtle but profound form of communication that shows she's interested in you. For example, if you lean forward a little while talking on a date and then notice that she also leans forward, that's mirroring in action. It might be so subtle that it's almost imperceptible, but it's a clear sign that she's in tune with you and wants to create a sense of unity. People naturally gravitate toward others who look or act like them because it makes them feel like they have something in common and can relate. When she copies your actions, she's trying to make this connection without you realizing it. Her mind is trying to connect with yours by matching your moves, so if you cross your arms, she might do the same. Similarly, if you sit with one leg over the other, she might do the same. If you use a certain phrase or slang, she might start using it too, or if you have a certain rhythm to your speech, she might start to match it. This mirroring of language shows that she's not only listening to you, but is also deeply engaged in the conversation. Also, pay attention to her facial expressions. When you smile, does she smile back in the same way? When you look surprised, does her face show the same emotion? In Stoicism, this synchronization is a clear sign that she feels emotionally linked to you. Understanding and noticing these behaviors can help you handle relationships with more wisdom and insight. Recognizing mirroring can help you remember the Stoic principle of interconnectedness, which says that our presence and actions affect those around us. The more mirroring you notice, the more she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. By being aware of these subtle cues, you can better understand how she feels and respond in a way that makes a real connection. Stoicism says that we should think about our deeds and how they fit with our values. Seeing and respecting these mirroring signs can help you build relationships that are stronger and more real, based on respect and understanding for each other. Number 3. There are nervous behaviors from her in the area of Stoicism. We learn to read and understand the small signs around us. Anxious habits can be a sign that a woman is thinking about you. These small, often unconscious actions can show how preoccupied and emotional she is when she's near you. For example, let's say you're talking to a woman and you notice she often plays with her hair or bites her nails. These actions may not seem important, but they're actually her body's way of dealing with the nervous energy that comes from her attraction to you when she can't fully relax and resorts to restless movements. Think about this common situation. You're talking to her at a coffee shop while she taps her foot on the table or lightly brushes her skin. This is a clear sign that you make her both nervous and excited. It's not random that she does the same things over and over again. Her mind is stimulated and can't calm down, which leads to these small anxious habits. From a psychological point of view, these anxious habits are a way for her to channel her nervous energy and maintain some level of comfort. Her actions are a direct response to the high emotions she feels when she's around you. By observing and understanding these behaviors, you can learn more about her feelings and how you affect her. For example, if you notice that she often fixes her hair or fidgets with her jewelry when you're together, take that as a sign that she's interested and excited. This knowledge will help you act in a calm and collected way, which is in line with Stoic principles. Your stability can make her feel better, which will make the conversation more pleasant for both of you. In the end, noticing and understanding these anxious habits can help you connect with each other more deeply. It shows that you are paying attention and picking up on her small cues, which can make your relationship stronger. So, the next time you notice these little things, remember that they're not just random tics but a window into how she thinks and feels about you. In Stoic philosophy, if a woman asks you about your hobbies and interests on a regular basis, it's a clear sign that she's interested in you. This kind of curiosity goes beyond casual conversation. It means she wants to know about your inner world and what makes you tick. This could be an attempt to connect with you on a deeper level by recognizing the person you are instead of just how you look or your status. For example, let's say you're talking about your favorite book or hobby, and she keeps asking you more in-depth questions. Do you like that book the most? How did you get into that hobby? These aren't just nice questions. They show that she's interested in what makes you happy and what you're excited about. Shows that she wants to move. For example, if you tell her you like hiking, she might ask what's the best walk you've ever been on, or what you like most about being outside in nature. This goes beyond simple compliments and helps her get to know you better. Her questions show that she cares about your experiences and wants to know why the things you do are important to you. This is in line with the Stoic principle of wanting to understand and connect with others on a deeper level by focusing on their character and inner life. A big part of having a good life is understanding and connecting with other people. By asking about your hobbies and interests, she shows that she wants to see past the surface and connect with your true self. Her desire to learn more about you shows that you're often on her mind, and it means that she values you as more than just a friend. She wants to get to know you well and form a connection with you. When she asks you these deep questions, know that she's trying to show that she cares and wants to get to know the real you. This deeper level of interest and engagement is a strong sign that you're on her mind, and she wants to build a relationship with you based on mutual understanding and genuine interest. Number 5. She laughed too hard at your jokes. Picture this. When you tell her a joke, she laughs out loud, and her response seems over the top and too happy. This over-the-top reaction isn't just about the joke. It means she's deeply affected by your presence and wants to impress you. Her laughter, even at your most mature jokes, can be a sign that she's thinking about you and values your connection. In light of Stoicism, we know that people often act in ways that reflect their deepest wants and emotions. When a woman laughs too much at your jokes, it's her way of seeking approval and building a bond with you. Laughter is a sign of rapport and closeness, which are two important parts of any relationship. When she responds to your jokes with wild laughter, she's not just responding to the joke, she's strengthening the bond between you two. You tell a simple, somewhat cheesy joke during a casual conversation instead of a polite chuckle. She laughs heartily, her eyes sparkling with delight. This reaction might seem exaggerated, but it's a powerful indicator of her interest. Psychologically, she craves the validation of your humor because it makes her feel closer to you. This laughter isn't just about finding the joke funny, it's about reinforcing the bond she feels with you from a Stoic viewpoint. It's important to recognize this behavior without letting it inflate your ego. Too much Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded and not be swayed by external validation. Understand that her exaggerated laughter is a reflection of her feelings and desire to connect with you. It's her brain's way of ensuring she doesn't miss an opportunity to revel in your jokes and strengthen your feelings of acceptance. This excessive rejoicing originates from a place of wanting to be close to you by laughing at your jokes. By approving of your humor, she validates her own feelings and the bond you two share. So the next time she laughs a little too loudly at your jokes, take it as a compliment and know that it's not just about the humor. It's about her wanting to make a special connection with you. Accept this moment with the calm confidence of a Stoic, knowing that your presence has an effect on her. If you've read this far and are still here, I invite you to take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments section below, or just type, "Bravo." Your participation shows that you understand our message. Sixth, let's keep going. Have you ever noticed how she smooths her hair, adjusts her clothes, or checks her makeup when you're around? These small, unconscious actions are big signs that she's thinking about you. This self-grooming behavior is more than just a habit. It's an evolutionary signal of her interest. Let's look into this interesting phenomenon and how it relates to Stoicism and understanding human nature. When a woman does these basic rituals, smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or checking her appearance, it's a clear sign that she's very aware that you're there. This behavior comes from our evolutionary roots, when looking good and attractive was important for finding a mate. In ancient times, these actions were necessary for survival and reproduction, and they still have important meanings today. From a Stoic point of view, I think it's important to observe and understand these behaviors without getting too attached or swayed by them. Marcus Aurelius was a famous Stoic philosopher, emphasized how important it is to understand human nature and the reasons behind people's actions. By noticing these grooming behaviors, you can get a sense of how she feels and the subtle signals she's sending. For example, if you're at a social event and notice that a woman you're interested in fixes her hair or dresses differently when she's near you, this isn't her doing it for no reason. She's preparing herself for the possibility of courtship even if she's not fully aware of it. Understanding this can be empowering. You see, it's not just realizing that she might be interested in you. It's about understanding the natural human behavior and responses that drive these actions. The stronger and more frequent these preying behaviors are, the stronger her psychological drive is towards you. It's a sign of how nervous she is and a habit she's formed to improve her chances of getting your attention. As you pay attention to these signs, remember to stay calm and collected, following the Stoic ideals of self-awareness and emotional control. While acknowledging her actions, don't let them control your emotions or responses. Instead, use this information to go through your interactions with confidence and clarity. To sum up, involuntary grooming is a strong sign that a woman is thinking about you and wants to get your attention. By understanding the evolutionary and psychological roots of these behaviors and viewing them through a Stoic lens, you can better appreciate the subtle dynamics of human attraction. Pay attention to these signs, but keep your cool and balance. This will help you understand what she's interested in and also make you a better Stoic in relationships. Number 7. She comes up with reasons to talk to people she doesn't know. This is a strong sign that she's thinking about you a lot. From a Stoic point of view, this behavior can be seen as her natural way of seeking connection, showing how she really feels and what she's thinking. If you're at work and she walks up to you out of the blue with a silly question about the copier, even though she knows how to use it, or if she sends you a message asking for help with something she could easily figure out herself, These small things are actually her way of getting you to talk to her. For example, she might ask you about your plans for the weekend. Even if she doesn't know why she's having these small talks, they are her way of getting your attention and making a connection. In Stoicism, we learn to watch actions without judging them, and to figure out what people are trying to do. Her constant need to talk to you, even about unimportant things, shows that she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not about what you say, but the act of talking to you. She values the time she spends with you, and these moments are important to her. Let's say you catch her asking about a movie you talked about a few weeks ago, or asking your opinion on something unimportant. These aren't random questions. They're meant to get you talking and keep you interested. She uses these reasons to close the gap between you two because she can't stop thinking about you. If you look at this from a Stoic point of view, you can see that her actions are motivated by a deeper emotional need. She struggles to keep you off her mind and finds comfort in your interactions. This tendency to make up reasons to talk to you shows how much she wants to connect with you and how you affect her thoughts. Remember that every conversation she starts is a chance for her to feel connected to you. It's a selfish way for her to take up your time and mind share, even if it seems unimportant. By noticing these signs, you can better understand how she feels and how interested she is in you. Small details. When a woman regularly remembers little things about your life, it's one of the best signs that she's thinking about you. It's not just because she has a good memory. It means she's interested in you and values the times you've spent together. In the Stoic philosophy, when she remembers small things or inside jokes you've shared, it means she thinks about you a lot and cares deeply about what's important to you. Key ideas are to value what's important and pay attention to the present time. When a woman remembers your favorite snack, the name of your childhood pet, or even that annoying commercial jingle, it shows that she's not only listening, but also values the little things in your life. This kind of attention shows respect and a deeper emotional connection. Let's say you casually tell her that your favorite childhood memory is eating strawberry ice cream with your family at the park. A few weeks later, she surprises you with the same type of ice cream. This small gesture is not only kind, it shows that she cares about what you have to say and listens carefully. She went out of her way to remember and do something that makes you happy. Joy. From a Stoic point of view, these times show that you've put a lot of thought into your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can change and to value the relationships we have with other people. The fact that she can remember and bring up these small details shows that she values your words and experiences, shows that she's paying attention to even the smallest details about you and marking them as important. This shows that she's becoming emotionally invested in you and is aware of your likes, dislikes, and unusual habits. When a woman remembers and acknowledges the little things about you, she's telling you without words that you're important to her. It's a way of showing that the things you share, no matter how small they may seem, are important to her. By accepting and appreciating these actions, you not only strengthen your bond, but also build a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding, which are central ideas of the Stoic philosophy. Her care in listening to the small details is a profound insight into her feelings, suggesting she values and cherishes her connection with you. This level of detail and care is a testament to her budding emotional investment, signaling that you mean a lot to her. Number 9, she lifts positivity. Have you noticed that she seems exponentially happier, cheerier, and more prone to giggles when you're around? Outbursts of laughter and a generally positive demeanor can signal her joyful excitement simply from being in your presence. This behavior is not just a surface-level reaction, it's deeply rooted in our evolutionary past from an evolutionary standpoint. Projecting positivity through smiles, laughter, and animated body language helped our ancestors attract mates. These behaviors are deeply intertwined with our psychological mating rituals. When she can't stop laughing and grinning around you, it reveals her subconscious delight in your company. Those bubbly moments unveil her terse feelings that she may be trying to conceal. Let's break this down with an example. Imagine you're both at a social gathering surrounded by friends. You crack a joke, and she bursts into laughter louder and more genuine than anyone else's throughout the evening. You notice her glancing your way, her eyes lighting up whenever you speak. Even when you're just talking to others, her positivity seems to spike. It's not just her being nice, it's a sign that she's enjoying your company and maybe thinking about you a lot more than she lets on. From a Stoic point of view, noticing these small signs can help you handle your relationships with more wisdom and calmness. Stoicism tells us to watch things happen without getting too attached to them. Recognize that her increased laughter and happiness are signs of how she's feeling, but stay centered in your own sense of self-worth and tranquility. By following Stoic principles, you can keep a balanced view of the situation. Enjoy the joy she brings, but don't let it control your happiness. Remember that true Stoicism is about being happy with yourself no matter what other people say. This way of life not only makes you more attractive, but it also makes sure that your emotional health isn't dependent on how other people react to you. So the next time you see her laughing more, take it as a good sign. While you should enjoy the moment, you should also stay true to your Stoic beliefs. This balance will not only make you more attractive, but it will also help you handle the complicated parts of relationships with wisdom. And number 10. Grace. When a woman makes excuses to stay, it's clear that she's thinking about you. Picture this. The evening is ending and it's time to say goodbye, but she doesn't want to go. She hangs around, almost delaying the inevitable goodbye. This isn't just casual behavior. It means she's deeply interested in you and doesn't want the interaction to end from a Stoic point of view. This event can be seen as a sign of our natural need to connect with others and find happiness in important interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value real relationships and cherish moments of connection because they are short and precious. Think about a time when you had a great evening with someone special. As the night goes on, you kept finding little reasons to stay a little longer, like having another cup of tea, telling one more story, or just sitting in comfortable silence. Her actions aren't random. They're her way of extending the time she gets to spend with you. When she lingers, she's enjoying every moment because she doesn't want to leave the bubble of happiness and warmth that your presence brings. Her brain struggles to move away from a pleasant experience because it wants to stay in that state of contentment. This is a natural response that comes from our desire to hold on to good experiences. She doesn't want to leave because she enjoys being with you and values the connection. She's trying to hold on to it, even if it's only for a few minutes longer. As someone who practices Stoicism, you can understand and respect her need for connection. Embrace these moments with warmth and understanding, and show her that you value the time you spend with her. This can improve your relationship and lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection. When a woman comes up with reasons to stay, it means she's really into you and thinking about you. Her actions show that she wants to keep the good feelings going and keep the relationship going strong. What it means by looking at this with a Stoic eye and enjoying it, you can build a relationship based on mutual respect and real love. 11. She texts or calls for no reason. As a Stoic, the fact that a woman texts or calls you for no apparent reason is one of the clearest signs that she is thinking about you. If she's reaching out without an urgent matter or necessary update, it's because you are on her mind. This is a strong sign of her interest and affection. The idea that we are all interconnected and affect each other's lives when she takes the time to contact you, it shows that she values the connection and feels a strong pull towards you. It's as if her thoughts naturally gravitate towards you, compelling her to reach out even without a specific reason. For example, you're going about your day focused on your tasks when all of a sudden you get a text from her that says, "Hey, just thinking about you," or "What's up?" These seemingly casual texts are full of meaning. They show that you crossed her mind and she couldn't resist the urge to connect. It's a sign of how much space you occupy in her mind. Let's say you had a great conversation with her last night. The next day she texts you a meme that reminded her of something you said, or she calls to ask how your day is going. These small gestures are not random. They are deliberate acts of reaching out because she wants to keep the connection alive. She might even ask seemingly minor questions, just to hear your voice or get your attention. Remember, genuine connections are built on these small, consistent efforts when she goes out of her way to text or call. Without a pressing reason, it's her way of saying you matter to her. It's a subtle, yet profound way of showing that you occupy a significant place in her mind and heart. So the next time she texts or calls you just to chat or share a random thought, appreciate the gesture. It's not just about the message itself, but the underlying intent and emotion behind it. Recognize it as a sign that she's thinking about you and cherish these moments of connection. They are the building blocks of a deeper, more meaningful relationship. As we conclude our exploration today on the subtle yet clear signs that she's definitely got you on her mind, I hope these thoughts on Stoicism were helpful to you. Whether it's the way her eyes linger on you, the nervous habits she shows, or the depth of the conversations she starts, each sign shows how she feels about you. If this video has helped you see these signs in a new way, or if you recognize these behaviors in someone you care about, please don't forget to like it. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We want to hear your stories and thoughts, so please leave a comment below with yours. If you want to see more videos about how Saint Noise can affect your relationships and daily life, click on the ones that are showing up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and remember that every day is a chance to learn more about ourselves and others. See you in the next video.